I had seen on the internet lots of people like singing together and doing dance parties during this time of like this uncertain time for so many people. And I'd been inspired like, oh, I want to do something for myself too. Like it's fun to feel connected to people, especially in a time where you kind of have to be isolated. And so I was brainstorming like, okay, maybe I'll do like a singing thing that we tell all the neighbors to come out at a certain time and we'll sing or whatever. But because of my ability, I can't even go outside, so that wouldn't exactly work. So then I kept thinking, I was like, what could I do? What could I do? So I was thinking, I came up with an idea of putting something on the fence. I'm an early childhood educator, so I was thinking, oh, it'd be cool if I did like games for kids that they could interact with, like when they walk by with their families. And then I kept thinking, and my parents also helped me think about like, okay, if we did like a string on the fence, people could look at it. And I wanted to call it the Wall of Joy because I wanted it to be a place where people could come and feel joyful, like even look at it or glance at it and like have a little spark of joy whenever they're passing it. So that's how I got the name. And I just added to it, and as it's just kind of grown, and we've had to make different little adjustments along the way, but it's been really cool to see. That's kind of how it came about though.
That's so it's just so adaptive and creative to come up with something that I've also seen those videos of people coming outside and dancing and singing and doing exercises together.
Yeah.
And that's not possible for most of us, either because of physical limitations or because we're just not in a housing setup that allows people to all
Right.
gather in that way. So this is really thoughtful. And so what's on your wall of joy right now?
um I do have like one little game for kids. As I say, one of the three little pigs running away, can you spot him? And I have a little toy pig hidden in the fence, so that's one of the things. And I had put a quote up there. I've had other people that have made their own quotes and added those. Also, the one thing I kind of do regularly is put a riddle up. So I'll put a riddle up on the wall and have it sit on the wall a little bit, and then I'll put a sticky note with the answer. Well, actually, I don't. My mom maintains my entire wall for me and my dad.
Wow.
So I've never actually seen the wall, funny enough. I have had my parents take pictures to show me it because I want to see like if there's anything new, or like if people are looking at, or I see someone adds my bedroom, I can see like the corner of the fence. I can't see the wall at all, but I can see when people walk by. And so it's fun to see them be like, or like little kids run across the street to see it, and parents come after them, like all different ages though too, even people that are older. But you asked me what's on the wall. Oh yeah, my riddles. So I put those up, and then we do the answer, and then I put them on my Instagram, and then people
Nice.
will DM me for the like if they know the answer, and then I'll just say, oh, this is who got the answer. So that's been really fun, and to think of like I find the riddles offline because I'm not that creative, but
That's so
those are like
beautiful.
the main thing. And recipes, that's really fun because people put up different recipes, and we've put up recipes, and so you can like kind of bring it into your own home, like what is someone else making at home. Like a food, I think, is a way to connect, and it's fun to like try other people's recipes and see like what they do. Even like a young little, like a family with a little boy who's 19 months old, it says on his sign, like he made a little handprint that said like thank you for our workers. That
Oh,
was so cool that the family did that and put that up. So some of the people I
wow.
know and some of them I don't know at all, so it's been fun to see who
You're
adds.
you're impacting a lot of people, and just and this is such a testament to, like you were saying earlier, your mind created this.
Hmm.
And you've
Yeah.
never seen it in person, and you've got your parents who are going out and doing your bidding, your joyful bidding,
Yes.
saying, great, what do you want us to put out there next? And
Yeah.
so what a wonderful idea, and I'm excited to see pictures of it. And so for somebody who wants to create their own wall of joy or something similar to
Mhm.
it, how would you recommend getting started?
Think about something that works for you and your body and your location as well. Like, um, I would just say like I think the most important thing too is that it can become disappointing. Like, oh, if people aren't doing it, like, why are you making it too? Like for me, I was like, oh, it might be nice for other people, but if no one puts anything, like I'll just keep making art projects and putting them in myself. But that's what works for me and me at this time too. Like I said, like singing wouldn't be right for me. So I don't know, just let people see like what works for them and their time and their body and their location really. If they wanted to make a wall of joy, that'd be super cool. Definitely you have to think about weather because we put them in sleeve protectors, but water still can get in. So sometimes I make my parents take the whole thing off and I blow dry it section by section. But that gets kind of crazy. Sometimes we do tape on the side too to like tape in so the water doesn't come in. We have lost a few art projects though. And the wind can like flip them. So we've put like little paper clips at the bottom. Not paper clips. What's the word?
Like little weight, like something to
Yeah, like to weight it down, but that's not the right word. Like a binder clip. I don't know what.
yeah,
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
totally. Those the pinchy I don't know the word, the pinchy ones.
What's the word? Yeah, that. And also thumbtacks. We didn't have any thumbtacks at first. Also, it was funny because I ran out of page protectors. I haven't bought anything. And so I like had to go through my room and take my recipes out because I was like, I need more page protectors to make a new string. So yeah, it's fun. But it's kind of fun to like see what you have in your house. Like what can you already use to make whatever you want to make. So my advice would be probably that. Do what you think's right for you but think about weather because
Yeah.
weather can be hard.
I don't know that I necessarily would have thought of some of the solutions you came up with. So thank you for the tips.
And I'm always open to new tips of how to weatherproof.
Yeah, actually, that would be great. I would love to hear those tips too. And my last question for you is, do you have any reflections on the impact that it's had on you to be maintaining this wall and seeing the impact on others?
Oh, I think it's a huge kind of outlet for me. I think it's really nice because I get the joy of watching people smile after they like walked by, being in bed all day long. Like I have my beautiful window that I can look outside in, which is huge. And like sometimes I'll open my window because it's right near my bed. And so I probably selfishly get way more joy out of this wall than anyone else. But I just love watching people go by or get excited or like think about the riddles. Like sometimes I'll hear people like yell to each other like, no, I think it's this or that. Which is probably a little bit creepy because I'm listening. But yeah, I think it's been really nice for me because also it gives me some sort of purpose of things I can do. And I also have to be really mindful of, especially with Instagram, like, oh, do I need to make another post? Or like, my body's can't handle looking at a phone right now. It's okay that I don't post it today. Or it's okay that I didn't do it. I think that can become overwhelming of like, oh, I got to keep it up, which can be hard if you're like, oh, well, I said I would put the answer up tomorrow, but I didn't. So I try to be mindful of like, before I do those things that I make sure I put a good expectation up, like that I'm not going to post every day. I don't say I'm going to post every single day. That's just not realistic for me. I try to, and when I feel good, I will, but
yeah, I like that reminder not to, because sometimes we can create something for joy and connection and then get a little bit caught up or a lot caught up. And I know this from personal experience in feeling like now it's this responsibility and I have to do it consistently. And it's like, actually, you can just do it when and how you want to do it. And it may change. It may ebb and flow. Like
exactly.
You might make several pieces and some days or weeks you might just say, well, that was fun and I'm not doing that today.
And I've been so lucky because I've had so many people have contributed. Like my friend from the UK actually, I've had friends that are on my Instagram that email me things that I print out and put up there. Like they might not be close by to put it in themselves, but they've sent me their work or their art or whatever they want to put up. And that's been really fun too, because it's kind of like pieces from not even just our neighborhood, right? Like it's pieces from other places too.
Amazing.
Anyone can contribute.
Yeah, well now I feel like I kind of want to, and
don't feel like you have to though.
Right, yeah, I know. Just remind myself it's for fun. Do you post where the art is coming from?
Yeah, so when I do it on my Instagram, I'll say like, "Oh, I got this one from Maryland," or "I got this from the UK." I have to That's another thing. I haven't put on my wall that I do it on my Facebook yet. I mean, not my Facebook. I haven't put on the wall that I posted on my Instagram for people to follow. Also, cause like on my Instagram, I put pictures of people putting up their art. Like if it's my friend saying, "Oh, can I come put something?" I have my mom run out and take a picture for me if they allow it. And so people can see the artist too, which I think is really special. I say like, "Oh, this is the person that made this," or like I had a friend that was a father and son duo that picked flowers from the garden and painted them together. And that was really cool. And they put those pictures up together. And I have a picture of that. So it's fun to see like and inspire other people to try, oh, this is something I could do at home with my kids or my family when I feel like there's like, what are we going to do at this time?
Right.
These ideas.
And it is different from an online connection, which is also lovely. It's just different because there's this
Yeah.
tangible piece to it. There's the impermanence of the weather coming, and
Yes.
there's you can actually hold it and you can see it, you can touch it, and it's been so lovingly placed there. And so when people are out, for a stroll, they
Yeah.
can see all the love and care and energy that's gone into it. And people who you would never have connected with online because they're neighbors. Um,
Exactly.
and you're kind of inspiring them. So I'm curious how it's impacting all of them too. I bet that they're
I
enjoying.
don't know. They might be like, this is getting a little crazy. They keep adding more stuff.
I like that. In a way, I kind of feel like if it gets really wild, then you're doing something cool and unique.
Well,
If people
that's what's
start
been
getting
so
like,
fun.
what is this?
That's what's so fun is like, okay, we have to add a new string. Like I really don't add that much stuff because I rather other people add if they feel they want to. I want to have that space for them to do it because I love seeing it too. But it's been really fun. A lot of people have like surprised me with things that they have wanted to add. So that's been it's a huge spot of joy for me.
That's
That's
so
for sure.
cool. And do you have a sign up that says you can contribute or
Yeah, so I have a welcome sign that says like I want me to read it to you. Or I
sure.
can say okay.
Yes.
Because it's the only way I worded it right one time and I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say it right again probably.
I love
It's too much thinking. Sorry, I have to find it. Okay. Okay, so I just said, welcome to the Wall of Joy. I wanted to create a space that fosters joy during this time of uncertainty. So please join me in bringing a smile to our neighbors' faces by adding your own messages, quotes, pictures, artworks, recipes, and anything else that brings you joy. And then I'll send you a picture of it. That's what it
love
looks
it.
like.
Oh, awesome. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for coming up with this. Thank you on behalf of all the people that it's impacting in your community and also for all of us who get to watch this and learn from your idea.
Yeah. And anyone can add to it. You can just let me know if you want to.
Awesome. All
Thank you
right.
so much.
Yeah, thanks for doing this with me. That was really fun.
Thanks for letting me promote it a little bit more and let people see it more. So thank you. I really
Yeah.
appreciate it.